to say it. I'm here for the truth, but in my mind all your lies keep replaying. And I know what you said to her, everything that you once said to me. Like there's no one else like you in life. How can you memorize all these lines? And I don't know why I gave you so much of my time, and over me you still have power. Do you love me? Do you love me? Now no petals on this flower, and this love is a burning tower. In this deck of 78, you should have right your wrongs. You should have played your cards straight. Russian roulette, a game for two, one bullet in the chamber. Russian roulette, just me and you, we play with so much danger. I like when you lie to me, so lie to me. I just don't know how you can confide in me when we don't trust one another. Pulling triggers, say goodbye to your lover. Now we in this room, windows black, it's just me and you. On the table it's a 22 for me and you. I did not come here to confess sins. We know that what I want you cannot give. So go and give it a spin, so our game can finally begin. And I don't know why I gave you so much of my time, and over me you still have power. Do you love me? Do you love me? Not no petals on this flower, and this love is a burning tower. In this deck of 78, you should have right your wrongs. You should have played your cards straight. Russian roulette, a game for two, one bullet in the chamber. Russian roulette, just me and you, we play with so much danger. I like when you lie to me, so lie to me. I just don't know how you can confide in me when we don't trust one another. Pulling triggers, say goodbye to your lover.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Culture Central.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back, and happy Women's History Month.
In this episode, we'll be highlighting women from around campus and within our crew.
Yep, so that's right. So shout out to REMM for opening up the show with Russian Roulette. If you're not familiar with her, you can find her music and her newest album, REM's World, on all streaming platforms now.
Yeah, she did an amazing job. In this episode, you'll see a discussion with athletes from Penn State's women's teams and finish the lyrics segment featuring our new playlist for the baddies.
We also have a basketball game and a segment highlighting the women in Culture Central.
But before we get to that, Eric, what's the word?
You already know, spring break. We just got back. How you feeling?
I feel really good. Where did you go for spring break?
So I was here for the first couple of days, and then my dad took us to Miami. We had a little Miami trip.
Period.
Saw my cousins, saw my family. It was a good time. But, you know, we really went for the World Baseball Classic. So
And how was that?
all my Dominicans out there. It's a sad day for us. The first day we lost, upsetting. But, you know, we came back. I left on a strong note. We won. It was lit, that whole building. I know 6ix9ine made the news recently because he was there and he had too much of a good time.
Yeah.
So it was a great time. I really enjoyed myself. I got to see family. And I also went to the A-Boogie concert.
Yes.
So that was lit in New York. You already know. Everybody came
gosh.
out. Dirk, J.I.
How was it when he did Jungle?
Yo, it was lit. The crowd was going crazy.
Yeah.
It was his last day of the tour in New York, so it was a really good time. I had a great time. Went with Tiana, another, you know, member of the show. So.
Yes. Oh, that's so lit.
Yeah.
I wish I was there to see Jungle.
Yo, but you were living your best life though, because you was gone. Where were you at?
I went to St. Martin.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. I actually got to meet Coffee.
Yeah.
Yes.
How was that?
She had a concert at the St. Martin Regatta, which was basically their boat race, and she had a concert there. Then she stayed at our hotel. So I was going to the pool, and then I see Coffee. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's Coffee. But she invited us to hang out with her for the rest of the day. So that was cool.
Period, okay.
Yes, yes. And then we also visited St. Bart's. They let me drive the boat for like 2 minutes to St. Bart's.
That's dope. See, I'm at A Boogie, but he invited me to backstage to do all that stuff. That was a good time.
But in other news,
Yeah.
Oscars. You want to talk about
Oscars. We've been talking about the Oscars for a while now, and it finally happened, a close award season. All I want to say is everything, everywhere, all at once, baby. Yo, slow clap, because amazing. We made history over and over and over for minorities everywhere. It was a great show. How you feeling?
I'm very proud of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, because this is a big win for not just, you know, the Asian community, but communities of color.
Yeah.
So I know Michelle Yeoh,
yeah.
she's the first Asian woman and the second woman of color to win Best Actress in the 95-year history of the Oscars.
Almost 100 years, not one Latina, the first Asian, and I thought it was dope that the first Black woman, Halle Berry, gave her award, so that was pretty cool.
That was amazing.
Full circle moment, only took like 20-something years, my whole life. But, you know, we finally got to see it again.
Yeah.
And Hugh Kwan, who took home Best Supporting Actor, swept the entire season, super proud to see that.
It was a great moment for him, too, because he's had a 40-year career in acting. He was a child actor in Indiana Jones, and like he finally came back for the first time and got his big award.
Yeah, he came back and he was awarded. Steven Spielberg was there as well, so he directed Indiana Jones. And then Harrison Ford, he was in the movie and gave the Best Picture award to them. So it was a full circle moment for everybody who was there.
Yeah, and Daniel Kwan, he made history too.
Daniels.
He won 3 awards: Best Director, Best Picture, and Best Original Screenplay winner in the same night.
Yeah. They swept.
That's a big deal.
So if y'all don't understand, like they made history by like the most above the line categories. Even Jamie Lee Curtis won, which everybody was tight about.
Everybody knows Angela Bassett
did the thing.
Yes, especially in Black Panther.
Yeah.
But I know they still did have a win though with Ruth Carter.
Yes. I know you're really excited about this.
Yes, she won Best Costume Design. She was the first African-American woman to win it last year. I mean, no, when the first movie dropped.
Yeah.
And then now she won it again. And it's just an amazing moment for Black Panther, for Black women, for people of color.
Because the fashion is dope. The fashion is amazing in Black Panther. And in the fashion world, there's a lot of things going on right now.
Yes.
I saw that Law said he's retiring.
Yeah.
How you feel?
I mean, I'm just happy that he said he'll still be styling Zendaya. So that's great.
But wasn't it because of the beef with Zendaya that she didn't give her the seat or something?
Well, it had nothing to do with Zendaya.
Oh, okay.
It was because the Louis Vuitton fashion show in Paris, I believe, they didn't assign him a seat. So, you know, he went following Zendaya.
Gonna quit his whole job because of it?
I mean, he said he wanted to retire. But they did catch him modeling in Miami.
Oh, okay. New model.
And I know that Ari Lennox, she's basically auditioning for the role of the Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, she took to Instagram. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, make it your own thing. She said, I want the role. I know people get inspired. They've seen the Little Mermaid trailers everywhere now. Everybody's like, I want to be a princess. But Princess Tiana is iconic to us in our community. So I think she's cool. Not my pick, necessarily. And that's no shade to her. But I just feel like there's so many people, like Coco Jones, I think would body
I think
that
she'll do
role.
a great job.
Chloe.
They even said Keke Palmer.
Keke
Palmer's in everything. I can see it.
Y'all know we the biggest Keke supporters out here, so I'm here for it.
And I mean, Keke, call us, right?
Call us.
QTV.
We still waiting. Check out episode 1 if you're confused.
Honestly.
But yeah, so movies are taking off. People want to be all up in this. The Black excellence is great. Creed 3 came out.
Yes.
Y'all, I was so hyped. If you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But the music was dope in the movie. Kehlani made a little something.
And I know this is the first time he directed too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how was it?
So I'm in the film class, so I'd be studying. So I was analyzing everything he was doing and stuff. He was a great job for your first ever film. I think it's a classic. Didn't he break a record and was like, I think it was like $100 billion or something like that?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Only one of joined a few other directors to ever do that. So
wow.
Yeah, dope.
Congrats
I
to
could
him.
be wrong. Double check.
And I know, getting into more music, Nicki Minaj, she released her very first soca song.
I know you was hyped.
Yes! So it's a song featuring Mash Montano and Destra Garcia. And it's amazing. Shake the Place. She was actually there for Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival.
Yes.
So that was very exciting. And if you haven't checked out our segment on that too, make sure you visit the YouTube channel to see Kayla Wells.
Do it. In other rap news, Ice Spice,
Yes.
the princess of rap?
That's what Nicki Minaj said.
That's what she said.
Can you see it?
I'm here for it. I'm here for the whole thing. I'm ready to see Ice Spice take over the world. Like between the boys a liar, and I know all the dudes you be jamming too, so don't even front. Cause her little Bronx shawty over here, she be doing her thing.
Yeah.
She's unique. How you feel?
I mean, I can see it. I think she's been blowing up really fast. I feel like everyone loves Ice Spice. I know right now she has a new partnership with Ivy Park and Coach.
That's dope.
And I know, like in the December episode, we just talked about her partnership with Nike.
Yeah, we were just talking about the beginning of her career, the beginning of all this, and to see that she's like the main girl at this point is crazy. It's dope to see. So
She even
shout out
did
Ice Spice.
an interview with Ebro saying that, you know, Nicki Minaj is one of her like main influences. And then Ebro said too, like regarding Nicki Minaj, I would guess as you get older or age, if I see someone who's getting in the ring and if you want my place, come take it.
Ooh.
That's what he said regarding Nicki Minaj.
Look.
Do you think Ice Spice is taking Nicki Minaj's place?
No.
Ooh.
Not at all.
Said that expeditiously.
No, look, I already told you guys in that episode that we discussed her, and she's Dominican. I'm gonna rock with her no matter what. But you think she gonna beat Nicki in a rap battle or anything like that for that crown? You're mistaken. I'm so sorry.
All right, I guess that's why she's the princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she gonna keep it like that. Another queen of rap that people be bringing up, the title's heavy.
Yeah.
Cardi. She getting backlash.
Yeah.
For her McDonald's commercial.
Yeah, the meal that she had with McDonald's, her and Offset had this on Valentine's Day, and McDonald's claimed that the collaboration damages their brand.
But yeah, like you said, I know we talked about this before, but like you said, you're gonna hire them, you're gonna pay them, you're gonna shoot everything, and then you're gonna make the decision to be like, not smart.
Exactly. Immediately after everything came out, then they decided it damages their brand. They even said, music partnerships associated with content that includes offensive language and lyrics are forbidden. But they knew that when they hired them for the job.
And it was a great commercial.
I know,
a
right?
great commercial. I think they were perfect for it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think the glamorous to ghetto and the ghetto to glam, I love it. The transitions, because it's for everybody and it's for all classes, and it's McDonald's. At the end of the day, if you think this is damaging your brand, check Wallstar. They got worse.
I mean, exactly. Like, there's a bunch of videos of McDonald's employees, you know, fighting.
Yeah, this is not damage the brand. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sweetie didn't damage the brand. Why are they damaging the brand?
Exactly. But as we continue talking about music, I know that there was a tweet that came out that said Afrobeats is the death of hip hop. What do you think about that?
I don't agree. I don't even know how that's like even a statement. Like, what is Afrobeats taking away from hip hop? It's all the same. Like, it all comes from the same country. It's all black. It all comes from Africa. It's all the same beats and things like that. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's a growth and it's a journey. But you're not taking nothing away from rap. Rap is here to stay. Hip hop is here.
I feel like there's always like different genres that come and go. Not come and go, like are popularized over time and then, you know, kind of fade away.
It's a moment for sure.
Yeah.
It's a moment for Afrobeats for sure. It's a moment for Spanish music too. It's a moment for reggaeton and all that stuff, but who's gonna take over? What's gonna be the next
know.
I mean, it's also a moment for Jersey Club and Philly. But you know, we having our moments too.
So, but I know like early 2000s we had a lot of dancehall, then it went to reggaeton, then, you know, Afrobeats, and like it keeps going back and forth. What do you think is the next big genre?
R&B coming back, baby. Get ready. R&B coming back.
Diddy said R&B was dead though.
He was wrong. Sorry. We have too many new artists, too many dope entertainers coming up. The music is so good. If you haven't, check out our playlist. We've had many playlists where we dove in and kind of gave you some new artists to look into. So
New year, new artist.
New year, new artists. Hella R&B people in there. Get put onto game because it's the next thing. What you think?
Honestly, after Nicki Minaj released the Soca song, I just want Soca to have its moment mainstream.
Okay, I'm here for that.
I would love to see it.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That's it for What's the Word today. Next, we have a special segment for you guys. Our first ever March Madness special with basketball game between Culture Central's Play-by-Play and Basketball Today.
Dress it up and make it real for me.
Starting for Culture Central, Monroe, Michael Gaines, Joshua Cornelius, Mitchell Brown,
Justin Lusner. And Evan Kiami. I'm your coach, Ethan Zaretsky, and on the bench we got Ben Wasserman and Nick Volpe. Let's go.
They're playing basketball.
All around the world. To the beach, y'all. Let's go. All around the world. Y'all know. This is.
How are you feeling, sir?
I'm dead. You needed a sub? I got my cardio in a minute. Right up and down the court with these young kids.
Yo, what happened? Soccer's athlete, star, basketball, retired.
Eric Pichardo from CLTR CNTRL. Basketball today over here. We are losing, yo. But it's going fun, it's good.
I like no interruption when the game is on. I like slam dunk to take me to the hoop. My favorite play is the alley-oop. I like the pick and roll. I like the give and go. And it's basketball. Bow wow, let's go.
All around the world. Yeah, to the beach, y'all.
We all know who we have.
Yo, I got the rock in my hands. Ain't no telling what I'm gonna do with it. When I got possession, I'm acting fool with it. I might cross you up and fake one way. Turn around and hit you with the MJ fadeaway. I'm throwing down passes.
We got a question about shooting balls. We're supposed to referee the game. We got one going right now. Oh my God.
Offers like me, my back and forth are likely. Shake the checks off your Nikes. They almost had me in a suit at the draft, cause it looked like a free throw when I be shooting from half. The first step
But it's okay, it's okay. Their name is basketball today. They should. We need a 2-point shot. 19-16, it's really close.
put it up now. Put it up, put it up, put it up now.
Now tell me, were you in the joint the night MJ scored 63 points when the Lakers won titles back?
Are you feeling us? Oh, hi. Welcome back. So, that was more important. But we started again. Best 2 out of 3, round 2. And we're not off to a good start.
No, Mitch has the ball, so we have a chance.
What's the question? MVP. We got the MVP on Grant Sheets. 29,000 points tonight. He did it all. Unbelievable.
We're putting basketball today on the map.
Unbelievable.
That's how we do it.
Shit, how y'all feeling? Look at them. How y'all feeling?
Hey, man.
Deflated. Got a fresh cut for no reason. Got a fresh cut came out here, got run off the court.
Thank you, Basketball Today, for participating in that segment, and it was a great game. To learn more about Basketball Today, follow them on Instagram at Basketball Today Official. Now we have play-by-play back in studio to discuss name, image, and likeness with 2 Penn State athletes.
Welcome back to Play by Play. I'm Michael Gaines here with Andre Monroe, and we have a special segment today. We're being joined by 2 Penn State student athletes, Liv Jack and Zoe Weatherington. We're going to talk about sports, life at Penn State, and NIL. So that being said, let's get into it.
So my first question for you guys, just how did you get started in your respective sports?
My story is kind of different. My mom, when she was pregnant with me, she would swim in the beaches in Barbados because that's where she lived. And after I was born, she kind of just threw me into the waves in the ocean. And
she threw you?
Yeah, basically just like told me to fend for myself, like
Okay.
would just sit there and let the water hit me and like had me learn how to sit up in the sand by myself. I didn't actually take any swim lessons, but I started doing like swim clinics, just learning the 4 strokes when I was 6, and then I started swimming competitively when I was 7.
What about you, Zoe?
My mom's a volleyball coach, so I was kind of, in the ball carts when, she had me because she took me to practice with her always. But I started playing on a team when I was about 8, and yeah, the rest is history.
So just going back to Penn State, Liv, let's start with you. Why did you pick Penn State?
I chose Penn State mostly because of the honors college. I wanted to be challenged in the classroom, but I also picked it because I knew that Penn State would challenge me in the pool too, and they offered a great experience for me academically, athletically, and monetarily, honestly.
Right.
And I knew that I would grow as a person here.
Okay.
I transferred here, so I was looking for a new environment. My old school was, not where I wanted to be, and Penn State was where I wanted to be. The volleyball program was very high level and highly ranked, still is. And I just wanted to be a part of the legacy that they have going on for Penn State volleyball, and love it so far. And then, of course, Penn State is a great school, so it came with, came in the package.
Right. So we got a 2-part question. What is it like to be a student athlete at Penn State? And then on the other side of that, what is it like to be a Black student athlete at Penn State?
Being a student athlete, I think it's different for me at least compared to like football and basketball players. But I do know when I'm wearing like athletic attire, I get treated differently than I do when I'm not. I feel like there's kind of like a celebrity aspect to being an athlete here that I don't always feel like I fit into, but that's just, I think, what comes with being a Penn State athlete. And then being a Black student athlete, obviously it's a PWI, so that there's always that as an athlete and as a person. But also being I was the only Black swimmer on my team for 4 years, so that was always a challenge, just like making sure that I felt comfortable culturally.
Shout out to Liv. Also, she is the founder and the president of the Penn State Black Student Athletes. Yes,
Man.
Go ahead, Zoe.
What was the first question?
What was it like to be a student athlete at Penn State? And what was it like to be a Black student athlete at Penn State?
Okay. Being a student athlete, I would say there's heightened visibility. We all have our puffies and our jackets, so everybody kind of knows who you are when you have, the backpack and all the kind of pretentious gear. But definitely everybody has their eye on you, I would say. But being a Black student athlete, especially playing volleyball, which is also a white-dominated sport and always has been, and probably will be for a good while, unfortunately. But I think there's even more visibility. When I'm on the court, there's not as many people who look like me. For most of my life, I've been the only Black girl on my team, which has, been great because I've been welcomed by my teammates always. But you never feel like you really fit the mold. But I would say the environment that I'm in now, I feel a lot better knowing that my teammates have my back and stuff like that.
Right.
So our conversation today is centered around NIL. For those who don't know, NIL is just basically a term that describes how student athletes can earn financial compensation for their name, image, and likeness. So for Liv and Zoe, for you guys, just what have you seen from not only your personal experience with NIL, but student athletes at other teams or programs with Penn State or other teams across the country?
I think NIL is great, but I do feel like there are some little discrepancies in how it's carried out. I would say I love that it's there for me, but I know that it's extra work, and being a student athlete is a lot of work already. I'm grateful for it, but I just know that it's been hard to get the same deals as other athletes, if that makes sense.
Right. Be more specific,
Obviously, the football players are going to get the most. Basketball players are going to get more because they're really high revenue generating sports. But volleyball, it's very niche. I feel like people who are interested in volleyball will want to provide deals for volleyball. But who's interested in volleyball in this country is not as many people as
football, basketball.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah, it's pretty similar for swimming, honestly. A lot of swimmers get deals related to swimming products or brands that are tailored more towards swimmers. And also I feel like NIL is more of a popularity contest in terms of like what kinds of deals you get and how much money you get from those deals. And for the most part, that popularity is won with like the money-making sports like football and basketball. So it just kind of depends on like what kind of personality you have and if it fits into that kind of mold and not necessarily like what you're interested in always. It's more of like a popularity-based money-making.
So we're going to move away from NIL now. We're going to ask you, it's a Women's History Month, and I just like to know, who are your women athlete idols or role models? Who are the women that you guys look up to in sports?
Mine's my mom first, obviously, because she played volleyball. I used to wear the same number as her for that reason. And also my aunt / godmother, Kimberly Oden. She was on the Olympic national team and won multiple medals. And I always kind of wanted to be like her, you know. You don't see that many tall black women like really navigating the world the way that they do. And I'm just grateful to have had them in my life because they've influenced me very heavily on how to work hard and be a black woman in the sport and just how to live my life in general.
I would say Simone Manuel, mostly because she's a black swimmer in my sport and she swims similar events to me. She's just been inspiring because, especially wearing her natural hair in swimming, has been inspiring not only to me but other younger black swimmers and especially black women in swimming because it's really difficult to take care of your natural hair while swimming. And I'd also say Allison Felix, just because she carries herself with such grace in her sport and outside of the sport, and she emphasizes the importance of taking care of yourself as a black woman.
So for Black History Month, Penn State Athletics put out a video. Each of you guys highlighted a black role model in your guys' lives. So starting with Michael, who did you choose and why?
Yeah, I thought the project was awesome. I got to choose my dad as my black role model. Basically got to talk about how much he's encouraged my dreams and how much he's helped me get to this point and been like a best friend to me, my first ever friend.
Right.
So I love that project. And I got to see your guys too. I thought they were beautiful as well.
Thank you. I chose my parents too, just because I'm only child one, but I'm thick as thieves with them. You know, we are, you know, the three, inseparable. So I chose them because they just served as a big guide for me for my blackness and how to grow in that and, you know, never to feel like a victim and to just persevere.
I actually didn't choose my parents. I chose Keith and Kevin, who have both been really big role models to me.
Can you talk about who are Keith and Kevin?
Yeah, sorry. Keith Embray used to work at Penn State. He worked in student welfare and development within athletics. And Kevin Warren is the former commissioner for the Big Ten Conference. And I've had the opportunity of having a lot of conversations with the two of them. And they've both been big role models to me and reminding me to own my space and not to set myself on fire, to keep others warm and basically take care of myself while also trying to work for the black community and use my voice.
That's awesome. That's beautiful, Liv. So just to wrap up, we're going to do a quick little this or that, just a little bit of fun. Our first one is New York City or LA?
New York City.
Like,
Brooklyn?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to give like a why?
No, I'm just from New York.
Okay.
So like,
I'm going to say LA, but we can move on to the next one.
Oh.
My bad. We go to the next one. I'm going to just pull one out. State patties or blue and white game?
I've never been to either.
Yeah.
So he's new.
I actually haven't been to state potties either, all 5 years here.
All right, well, I'm going to say blue and white because state patties kind of overrated.
Blue and white's
to me.
coming up.
Yeah, blue and white.
Also, it's warmer, so I feel like that's the better answer.
Rec Hall or McCoy?
Rec Hall.
Honestly, McCoy. Now that I learned that neither of them have windows, I'm going to say McCoy.
Yeah, Rec Hall's
historic Rec Hall.
Rec Hall's kind of dusty too.
But we love it. Come on now.
Road trip or home game?
Road trip.
Home game.
Really? You like being on the road, on the bus or the
Yeah,
plane?
because it puts me in like a different mindset.
Interesting. I definitely a home game kind of person.
Yeah, agreed.
Champs or the Den?
Neither. The Den let out.
All right, that's fair. Zoe?
I guess I'll say the Den for the culture.
How about we'll do this last one. Plane ride or bus trip?
Plane ride.
You have to think about it?
Yeah, because I like driving.
Okay.
So.
But on the bus?
On the bus is crazy, though.
But I feel like driving is one thing.
I just stare out the window. That sounds crazy.
Can you sleep on the bus?
You can stare out the window of a plane?
I can't sleep on the bus. I'm too long to like stretch myself out on like the 2 seats.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I put my legs up on the window and sleep like this.
I can't do all that. That is all for Play by Play. Special thank you to Liv and Zoe for joining us. For Culture Central, I'm Michael Gaines.
Thanks, Micah and Andre. That was a great discussion. Now we have a segment highlighting the women in Culture Central in honor of Women's History Month. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Jadyn Stuart, and I'm a third-year student here at Penn State, and I am the co-creator, executive producer, and host of Culture Central. And one of my favorite things about Culture Central is the fact that we get to give a lot of students opportunities to do the things that they love. Honestly, it's so fulfilling getting to see that students come together and they form a bond over being creative and being passionate about the things that they love to do. So we have positions for videography, editing, anything in music, fashion, on-air talent. We're trying to do it all so that students feel as included as possible and get to do things that will be beneficial towards their career. Because at the end of this, the goal here is to get a job. As far as the staff here or the crew, the family, whatever you want to call it, because we do have a great bond, we have a lot of females within Culture Central, and it's empowering seeing how many females are pursuing careers in the entertainment industry, and whether it be behind the camera, in front of the camera. It's empowering to have that connection here and bond with everyone. We have females, I think Eric is the only male, Eric and AJ are the only 2 males on e-board, and everyone else, females, young women, and it's just really empowering seeing the impact that females can have here on campus and as future leaders in the industry.
Hi y'all, my name is Kristen. I am the fashion specialist of Culture Central, a junior majoring in telecommunications. I love Culture Central because it's really a safe space for all film, video creatives, and it's very interesting how we all come together having the same mindset, loving the same interests, just having the same niche for media and film, and we're all, I feel like we're all nice.
This is one of the best women in the culture of Central.
And it's just, we're all focused on one goal, which is just to put out content and make it look cool and just love what we produce and highlight all the cultures of Penn State.
What I like about Culture Central, I love that it feels like family. Eric and Jadyn, they really make sure we feel comfortable. They make sure we're having a good time. They come in with energy. And I also love that it's just the culture, really. Everybody has fun. It's just such a relieving space to be in.
I'm really inspired by Culture Central because I think it's important for the colored community at Penn State to have a media team that covers everything on campus and highlights our cultural aspects and highlights the success of all of us on campus.
What's up, everybody? I'm Eric. I'm the creator, executive producer, and host, alongside the amazing and talented Jadyn Stuart. Look, something about Culture Central, this runs by women. These women have this show, and they are the creative forces as well, alongside me, but besides me is women that run the show, so shout out to them. This wouldn't be possible without you guys, your creative vision, your talent, your strength, your dedication to this craft. You guys are amazing, you guys are talented, you guys are beautiful. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of this show. You guys have made this journey so much better. From our studio crew, our e-board members, you guys are all amazing. But especially Jadyn, I worked with this woman day in and day out. We talk every single day and work on this show. So I know how much she works, I know how dedicated she is to this, and I'm so proud of her. So congratulations, ladies. Happy Women's History Month. You just made history too.
Wow, it's amazing seeing the amount of women we have here that make this show possible. Next, we have our Finish the Lyrics segment, hosted by our very own Kayla Wells.
Let's get it. You already know who this is, Kayla from Culture Central, and it is the month of March. So I don't know if you know, but you should. It is Women's History Month. Yes, clap it up for the ladies, clap it up for the ladies. And Culture Central has decided to curate the best, finest, and baddest playlist for the baddies in this world. What better way to celebrate this month than to put a little twist to it, play a little game. What I'm gonna do here for this segment is play a song that's part of our For the Baddies playlist you can listen to on Apple Music or Spotify. And I'm gonna ask somebody to finish at least 2 bars after I pause the song. Now, if you can't finish it, you're still valid. It's cool. I could try my best to finish it for you. But it's fine. But if you do finish it, then you're a real one. And you're really for the ladies out here. But let's see who can actually do this task. Let's come on. Okay, who am I here with right now?
Jason.
Reese.
You here with Kenny.
All right.
It's for team, you already know. Yeah.
Celeste. Okay, guys. I'm with my guy here. This is Mitchell. In the beginning, I did say you already know who this is. You should know me. But for real, you should know her. This is the creator, exec producer, and co-host of the show. Clap it up, y'all. Clap it up. Look at her holding this title for Women's History Month. Like, I should hear more clapping. I'm going to play a song and just 2 bars. That's all you got to give me, okay?
This one is for the boys with the booming system. Top town AC with the coolest system. When he come up in the club, he be blazing up. Got stacks on deck like he's saving up. And he ill, he real, he might got a deal. He pop bottles and he got the right kind of bill. He cold, he dope, he might sell coke. He always in the air, but he never fly couch. He a motherfucker drip drip, tell her all the drip drip. When he make a drip drip, kiss him on a lip lip. That's the kind of dude I was looking for. And yes, you'll get slapped if you're looking home. I said, excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. I mean,
excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. I mean, my like pelican fly. I mean, you're so shy and I'm loving your tire. Like sicker than the guy, the thing in his eye. Yes, I did. Somebody please tell me what the F.I. is. I'm Nicki Minaj. I from dudes up. That coops up and trust the dudes up. Something like that. I don't know.
Something like that.
Oh, that's Ice Spice. Come on now.
It's Ice Spice. It's easy. That's like, it's like. Don't feel me, bro.
I go, bro.
Keep it a stack. Move walkers, they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a but I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Tryna be low, he gon' hit on my gram. If he smart, he gon' act like a fan. Think you bigger, they got your head gas. Slow, so I give him a pass.
Hey, God, keep it a stack. Moonwalkers, they know I got bed. They be saying I don't give a. Come on, that's like. Come on, bro.
Right.
Yo, I wasn't playing with the wind. You can come and wait, I gotta hear me. Listen, I'm the baddest in the school, the baddest in the. Excuse me, honey, but nobody's in my lane. See, you was in New York, you was looking New York.
I just did it on them. Did it on them. Put your number 2s in the air if you did it on them. Did it on them. Man, I just did it on them. Put your number 2s in the air if you did it on them.
Yo, all these is my sons. And I'm gonna go and get the cribs from a couple formulas, little pretty lids on. If I had a, I would pull it out on them. Let me shake it off. I just signed a couple of deals. I might break you off. We ain't making up. I don't need a radiator. Just let them bums blow steam. Radiator.
And you've been looking for your friend, the one you let hit and never called you again. Remember when you told me he was about to Benjamins? Act like you and him and give a little chance to begin. How you think you really gonna pretend like he wasn't down and call him again? Plus when you give it up so easy, you ain't even doing him. If you did it then you probably then talking out your neck, then you're a Christian. I bust down speaking with the.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
I was able to get Jada to pick a song for me. Jada, don't feel me, please. Give me something I know. Give me something I
just want a rough neck and a tongue. Wanna send me automatic with a drum. Ask me if I'm finished now.
I ain't giving out no nutty to no just for fun, are you dumb? Runner man, I don't know no other man. You like 100, was for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. We still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me beso, extender, gra. I carry, it's like I'm preggo.
Let's fit the strings up, faking like a good one, but I call them like I see them. I know what you are, baby.
Womanizer, oh, you're a womanizer, oh, womanizer, oh, womanizer, baby, oh, you are, you are, womanizer, 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 baby. Boy, don't try to fuck, cause I know you just what you are, boy, don't try to fuck, cause I know you just what you are, ooh, that feel me?
Nice. Okay, guys, that's a wrap. I think everybody did a really good job. Congrats to everybody that was able to finish those 2 bars. You proved me wrong, and you did your thing. Okay, got this?
No.
You got.
I'm gonna keep it.
You supposed to be confident.
I'll be humble.
You gotta do it for the ladies, though. It's Women's History Month.
All right, but I got y'all.
All right. Ready?
Go ahead, you got it. Or are we gonna go down in flames? Yeah.
To all the beautiful ladies out there, you are a baddie, and just know that this playlist was dedicated to you. See you next time at Culture Central. Peace.
Thank you for watching today.
Stay tuned for our season finale coming out next month.
We have a lot in store.
Yep, but that's all for now. For the culture.
We are
Culture
Central.